another smoke and joke session of my daydream strings and stogies. With me as usual is my good buddy Dave Vidovich from Corojo Cigar Shop in here, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Special guest with us today, the one, the only, another string aficionado along with cigar champion is my buddy Chris Higgins. So,
cigar champion.
Cigar champion, brother. Last session we did this, and I you know, Dave didn't know it, but I dubbed him the actual premium cigar king of Johnstown.
I did. I watched that, man. That was cool. Do you get a scepter?
I hope.
Okay.
I hope.
So before there was Dave, you know, when I started smoking cigars, I would call this guy. He was getting calls 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning after shows, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning before breakfast.
Yep.
I was asking him, hey Chris, I need to smoke a cigar, and he would give me the advice, and then I stopped calling him. I think his feelings got hurt a little bit.
It did. You took my place.
Sorry.
You're a little chapped on that one.
I like it. I think I'll take it with me, but it's not mine. And of course, Chris, in the you know, you changed the title of this thing. When I first came out with this was going to be Cigars and Guitars.
Yeah.
And then the brainchild struck me like lightning, and I said, well, I got to get my buddy Chris involved somehow. And that is not a guitar. It's a, you know, it's a, what do you call it?
This could be called a violin or a fiddle. It depends. Do you know what the difference between a violin and a fiddle is? Violin has strings.
Wait. Are you going to test this the whole time? Is this going to be a test?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know the difference.
For the next 60 seconds.
A violin has strings and a fiddle has strings.
Well, it is a smoke and joke session, so I guess I got it. If he's going to tell bad jokes all day, here you go. You know, it's guitars' names, and I don't when they're born, I don't say here's your name. Just it settles on me one way or another. I don't. You get your instruments names?
I don't, and I watched that in your last video, and I thought that was interesting. You had enough guitarists to actually give them names. So
I had to give them names because I have so many guitars. Because Lori, my wife, God love her, LJ, she's trying to get rid of something. You know, you don't use this one. This one's just clogging up underneath the bed.
it's like cattle. If you name them, you can't get rid of them. That's funny.
So I give them names, you know, and now my kids help me name some, and sometimes in the studio they get names or whatever. But you know, so tell me about your fiddle. Now, if you're checking Chris out and you know Chris, you listen to the song by now, Fiddles Rock. If you haven't, I suggest you go to chrishigley.com and check out Fiddles Rock. And it'll kind of tell you the story how Chris got started playing the fiddle. But I'm wondering, is that actually the truth?
100%. Yeah. When I wrote it with Don Roland, who wrote 5 O'Clock Somewhere. And we were sitting down writing, and he said, "Tell me the truth. How did you start out playing the fiddle?" And I said, "I like the girl that played the fiddle. I wanted to be cool." And then I started playing, and my old man said, "I'll pay for your lessons till you're 18, and if you ever ask me to quit, I'll break both your legs."
It will be edited that part out because this is a non-violent show. This is rated PG-13. Well, I guess 21 nowadays.
Well, listen, so I didn't know if he was serious or not. I mean, he kind of said like his buddies, you know, like haha. But and he couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, and he had no idea if what I was playing was correct or not correct. But he knew that for 90 minutes a day, come hell or high water, for 7 days a week, I was going to sit and I was going to practice the violin. And you know, you hear all those stories where I wouldn't be here unless my dad made me. Well, honest to goodness, that's exactly what it was.
Passing that along at all?
I am.
I talk about you coming to town, big show, Chris is coming, you know, we got the band, this is going to be great. Sometimes it's acoustic. First question out of everybody's mouth. Alex coming?
Yeah,
Is Alex coming?
I know, but the little jerk, he's becoming more famous than I am. But I love it, and I say that jokingly, more famous. I don't really consider myself famous at all, but he is getting famous. I'm telling you, with the TikTok stuff and all the social media stuff that we're doing, he has, out of my whole social media, we've been at this for a very long time, he gets one video that's up to like 16 million hits on social media. But it's awesome. He's a great kid. He's becoming a very good fiddle player, and a good songwriter, and a good performer on stage. So it's really neat to see him growing up on stage as you and I did, you know. But having that, and I don't, it's different for me, and I don't know it's from you, but having that professional plays on what he's doing and showing him how to do things the right way and introducing him to stages, the audiences that are used to that not garage band. Like when you and I were growing up, man, we were playing in like bushes and behind the house. And at least I was. And anybody that wanted to play music, man, it was like, no, let's just get into the garage and start like Leonard Skinner. But to watch him do it, kind of on stage and all that it's really neat.
I got news for you, but compared to you and Alex, I'm still in the garage.
No,
I've learned as much from you, I think, as Alex probably has. And Alex is 10, 12. 12. Jeez, man, it's going quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
But in that 12 years, I don't know when he got his first fiddle, when you started working with him, but I know it's been 6 or 8 years since you and I have worked together, and I've learned an awful lot. But, you know, great segue here, because one of the first times that we got you in Johnstown here for a big show, one of the first questions out of your mouth was, is the cigar guy going to be there?
Oh yeah.
You know, so
Absolutely,
here I
yeah.
am busting my behind to
Right.
get my buddy in town here to, you know, show Johnstown and Cambria County what Chris Higbee and the gang can do. First question out of his mouth is not, is Lori going to be there? Hey, do you mind playing a song with us? No. First question, is the cigar guy going to be there? So, you know, here we are with Dave V. We're at his castle, baby.
Yeah, what a great place this is, man. Really cool. I love cigar shops. I love this one. It
Well,
really looks neat.
I'm honored to have both of you here, especially at our new shop here in downtown. What a great way to kick this off on a Saturday afternoon.
It
To have
smells
both of you
good.
here, to have you here, my friend. I haven't seen you in
It's been a half a
It
minute.
has been a half a minute. Yeah, so I'm really excited really to show you what we have, what products we have here later on today.
Oh, I promise you we will. I can't partake till I'm done with my
Right,
show.
right.
Right after that, by God.
But we're blowing smoke all around you, and
I know.
you can take it in and breathe it.
You can understand, I'm used to it.
Yes.
People blow smoke all the time.
So,
And Matty behind the camera there, he really adores it because he can't smoke either. We got, you know, he's got not so professional camera equipment, which is fitting because he's not such a professional camera guy. This really just works out this
Right.
thing here. This little brainchild that we
what
had.
are you partaking in?
So this is an Ashton, and I'm particular to you know, Connecticut, something a little bit more mild. As Dave always does when I walk into the humidor, that's kind of like my church. When I walk in there, Dave always has a suggestion for me. He suggested this one for me today. I didn't get real far into it yet, but I got to tell you, I love it, man. It's a great suggestion, as they always are. You always take care of it.
You're graduating in steps, and I like it.
Now, that one time you talked me into that cigar that was real dark, and I had to crawl out of there. I felt like I had drank a fifth of booze. Don't do that anymore, right?
Okay. We'll try not to.
I enjoyed coming down here. We're on Washington Street in the Johnstown section. Beautiful, you know, yeah.
Sun's out.
The sun is
It's
out.
snowing here over here. I mean, blue clouds, you know, it's gorgeous.
Talk about this guitar I'm holding here, this Taylor.
So that's a Taylor A11. My guitar took a bad turn with the train. It lost that battle, so I had to find myself needing a guitar. And it was right when COVID hit. So me spending money on a brand new guitar was not the wisest decision. Fortunately, a bunch of my buddies got together and they actually bought me a guitar. I was looking at it and I was getting ready to pull the trigger. They just kind of wanted to do something nice for me, and they bought me that guitar, and I love it. The thing that's interesting about that guitar to me is that most pickups are in the neck, but all those pickups are in the body of it, in the top of it, which gives it a very woody sound. And you and I had talked when I first got it. I'm like, man, this is throwing me for a loop. I might have to change something in it, but I've really got accustomed to it because when you're playing with full band and with big PA, it really cuts through the PA and allows you to be heard. So,
How about the fiddle?
Oh, so this was a fiddle by John Schall. I used to live in southwestern Pennsylvania, a little town right next to Connellsville, and he made these. He has 127 of them. I own 7, which to date I am the largest collector of John Schall violins, but they are very sought after in the classical world. Because as you know, I trained classically, went to IUP, and got my degree in music education and performance. And this violin is number 101 of 127, and it's really the only violins I play are John Schall violins, and they are very sought after. As I said, in the orchestral world, because they're loud. They play good, they stay in tune, and it's you know, my baby. The naming thing got me. I think I might have to name that.
Yeah, you might have to. No, that's going to be tougher to do because you have a relationship.
I do.
While you're talking about its toughness and its resiliency, you know, if you ever seen a Chris Higbee show, the guy's standing on fire trucks, he's climbing scaffolding, so he's probably telling the truth when he says it's a pretty daggone tough little instrument there.
It is.
And by comparison, your instrument is a lot smaller than mine.
That's right.
Even though this is your instrument.
But it works hard.
So, talking about it works hard. It only has 4 strings.
Strengths.
That's right. That's a fiddle. That's right. That's it. So listen, here we are again with our buddy Dave Vidovich. We are Corojo Cigar Shop. So man, tongue tied here, Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and we're going to go ahead and keep on smoking. You guys keep joking. We'll catch you next time. Thank you all so much.
Goodbye.
We're pretty awesome.
I think so.
This is my favorite. You can't have.
Hey, what's going on in
I
here?
thought you were watching.
Oh man, hey, every time I
You supposed to
turn
be
my
watching.
back,
You were trying to get my cigar. That's why you weren't
you
watching.
two are always in here grabbing cigars off of me.
Well, how many cigars are in here?
There's
Dave?
like 70 boxes of different cigars in
So
here.
you could spare a couple for your buddy.
Not sure if Diane plays or not, but boy, she's still hot. Cause I saw her.
Listen, guys, this group, I promise you right here, we adore our military. We ask that you take a couple of minutes every day and you think and you thank our military.
Yeah.
They're doing what they're doing so we can be doing what we're doing. And while you're at it, make sure you thank a cop. This video is made in full support of our law enforcement officers. We're going to keep on smoking. You guys keep on joking. I'm Kevin Dale.
Chris Higby.
And Dave Vidovich.
Corojo Cigar Shops. We'll see y'all guys next time.
Rock